Hello everybody, thanks so much for watching Project Volunteer. I'm your host Randy Lanham. I'm super excited about today's episode. We're going to learn about all kinds of different nonprofit organizations. We're going to start with one that my friend Erica Wade is the director of. It's called the Center, Owensboro, Davis County. And what the Center does is just help people, local people in Owensboro and Davis County find the resources they need. They also have a ton of volunteer opportunities. So check it out, and thanks for watching.
Have you ever wondered what nonprofit organizations do, or about all their different volunteering opportunities?
Or what about hearing testimonies from the recipients of their care?
Join us on our journey as we walk in the shoes of a volunteer for a day and find out about some amazing organizations that are literally changing the world.
And along the way, meet some true surprising heroes making a difference in the lives of others as we feature another Project Volunteer.
Erica, thank you so much for having us down here at the Center today.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming.
So there are people watching this right now have no idea what the Center is. So
all right.
Why don't we just start by telling people about the Center?
Well, sure. So we're a community resource center. We're exactly what we sound like, but we're really heavily focused on families and children. So we're a one-stop shop for folks who really just don't know where to start. So you can come to us regardless of your age or your situation, and we're going to welcome you with open arms and really try to do some warm handoffs with some of the fantastic resources that we have here in Owensboro and Davis County to get you linked up with the right resource the first time.
And there are a ton of resources around this area, right?
That is correct. We are so blessed. We have so many amazing services across Owensboro and Davis County, and we're just honored to be able to work with all of them and provide that common ground and that common place where they can come together and we can collaborate to move the needle on these issues that are affecting our community. In addition to that, we also offer a lot of family-specific services. So we offer to families who are impacted by family court, supervised family visitations. We do that for free. Provide all the
rooms, right?
That's right, one of these rooms. Cheerful, neutral environment in which parents can come and have that visitation time with their children, provide all the reporting that court needs, that the social workers may need. But we also provide supports for those parents. We provide parenting classes, parent coaching, anger management classes, whatever they may need to help get back on track.
That is great. And you know, this is such a needed service that you all provide because, again, like you said, there's so much. Where does a person even start? Right?
It's overwhelming. It can be
is.
so overwhelming. So anytime we can help someone link up with the right service the first time and save them having to go so many different places when they really don't know where to start, when they're already in a chaotic situation to begin with, that makes our day.
Right. I tell you what, very, very good. So you all need volunteers from time to time, right?
We do. We use volunteers every day. And actually, it's a unique volunteer experience. If you are the type that maybe just wants to volunteer in a low-key way where you're not so much out in front of people, visitation's a great way to do that. Supervised visitation is powered by volunteers. We have a observation booth where the volunteer is in the booth, family visits in the room, they're behind one-way glass, they never see you. Our staff rooms and unrooms the families, so essentially you can remain anonymous but provide such a valuable service to the clients that we serve by taking notes during that visit.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you.
Sure.
So what kind of training goes in to becoming a volunteer, and what can they expect?
Sure. It's a 1-hour training. You just come here to the center. We have them monthly, and we just basically introduce you to the concept of the visitation, tell you what it is you're looking for, why it's important, not only to the children, but to the biological parents, to the foster parents, what a key piece of that reunification transition visitation is. So it's a great chance for us to educate you on that before we put you in the booth, and it's just such a blessing to be able to have volunteers who get to know those families, from behind the glass, and watch them for their duration here and can kind of alert us to things that may come up that we may need to help them with, or if they're improving, and they provide those valuable reports for the court system.
So just out of curiosity, if someone was to become a volunteer for the visitations, do they do that like as needed? Is that just when they're available? Do they commit to once a week? I mean, what does that look like?
Sure. We're very flexible. We work with whatever would work best for your schedule. Most of our volunteers right now do pick a day and time that works for them. None of our visits are longer than an hour, so you can volunteer as little or as much as you'd like. We have some who come in for a few hours, some who just come in for one. But we do try to typically keep you at the same day and time, just for consistency's sake, so you get to know that family. You know what to look for. You get to know the kiddos. You get to know the parents, and it just seems to be a better situation for all involved when we can be consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what other volunteers do you need? I think you mentioned to me at one time
Sure.
that some front desk help sometimes.
Absolutely, yes. If you have a clerical skill, we would love to have you. We need help at our front desk. Also, just reminder calls for clients. There's always things to do up in the front office just to help us keep our resource directory updated, phone calls to be made. So whatever your talent may be, we can put you to work here.
So how does someone find out if they're curious about volunteering? I mean, I'm sure you have website and Facebook and
Absolutely. All the above.
all that.
All the above.
What's the website?
Sure, it's the Center ODC, as in Owensboro-Davis-County.org. And you can just click on volunteer, and there's a button you push, and a form will come up, and that comes right to us. You can apply right there online.
What if I'm looking for you on social media?
On social media, just the Center. So on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So do you have, now this is something I threw on you. I did not prepare you ahead of time.
Sure.
But do you have any inspiration you can share from volunteers, or maybe something that you've seen where a family, the center has made, or a volunteer has made an impact on their life?
Sure, absolutely. Oh my goodness, there's so many examples. Most recently, we had a family who came to us, hadn't been in town long, wasn't familiar with the resources around here. Their children had been removed, and they were working their plan towards reunification, doing all of the parenting classes and doing everything they needed to do. But when they came to us here at the center, they were just lost. And we were, through the hands of many volunteers at different points in their journey, able to get them back on track. And today they are reunified in a home, with their kiddos. And along the way, volunteers played a huge role in that. There were volunteers who supervised their visits consistently. Then we had volunteers who helped us find furniture for their new apartment that we were able to find them, or their new home. We were able to have volunteers help us load it in. Then Christmas came around, so we were able to have volunteers who helped us with gifts for the children. So I'd say along their journey, everything from clothing to Christmas gifts to the house that they now live in really was made possible by the input and efforts of volunteers.
And that's what the center is all about, is helping these families get what they need. That's such a great story to take from, again, somebody coming into town, not knowing anybody, not knowing where to go, to settling in a house and getting all the things that they need, thanks to the center and the volunteers, right?
We're just the dot connectors. So there's just so many great services in town, and we're just blessed to be a piece of it and be able to connect the right people with the right opportunities.
Dot connector, that sounds good. I like the way you put that, and that makes perfect sense. So you all are a blessing. So thank you for everything that you do, and for helping our community, and for, helping some volunteers find their way. We're all called to volunteer and to serve others and to love others, and the fact that you all, the center is here and you're able to use volunteers to help find their spot for volunteering. We appreciate you.
Well, we're happy to do it.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
On our next segment, we're going to feature the Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center. I have my friend Adam here with me today, and it's funny, he came to the house today, and I'm like, dude, what's on your arm? He actually donated blood this morning, right?
Right.
And I asked him, I said, why do you donate blood? He said, I do it for the cool shirts.
Yeah, I do it for the t-shirts.
But that's not the only reason you do it.
No.
Why do you think it's important to donate blood?
Well, you can save 3 people's lives, and
Every single time you donate blood.
right.
Wow.
And, yeah, it's just a good thing. I feel good when I do it.
Absolutely. So this is your way of volunteering. There's lots of different ways to volunteer,
Right.
but you volunteer by donating blood.
Right.
That's awesome, man. What do you tell other people out there? What if they're a little bit scared to donate blood?
It's not bad. They give you you get a Coke or a Pepsi, or they'll give you a drink while you're doing it, and I don't find needles very, scary. So
They turn the TV on. Does
Yeah.
Matlock or something like that on TV for
yeah,
you?
they have a TV. Matlock, and
So you get to watch TV,
Yeah, you get to watch-
drink a cold drink,
and you get a T-shirt.
and you get a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So y'all go donate blood today, and check this out.
So Vicki, I'm so excited to be able to do this interview with you at Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center.
It's a mouthful, isn't it?
I got it though, right?
You did.
Tell us about it.
Well, you know, it is just that. It's a regional blood center covering a lot of Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
We supply blood to 9 medical facilities across the western part of the state.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. That is 6 hospitals and 3 aerovac ambulances.
Wow. Wow. So you all need some blood donors.
You know, we're responsible for about 250,000 Western Kentuckians.
Say that again, 250,000.
250,000 Western Kentuckians. And thankfully, they don't all get blood at the same time.
Right.
Because, my Lord, but it's a big responsibility, but it's something that we love to do.
Yeah. So tell me, what is the criteria for giving blood? I got to be honest with you. I'm going to try to do that today, but I haven't done it before. So somebody out there watching and knows nothing about it, what would they do?
Well, first of all, you have to be at least 17 in the state of Kentucky.
Okay.
At 16, you can donate with permission from a parent or guardian.
Okay.
You need to weigh at least 115 pounds. You need to eat good before and after. I'm not talking like a Pop-Tart or a granola bar. I mean a meal, bacon, eggs, biscuits, a meal.
Okay.
Thinking of breakfast, but if it was lunch, fries, burger, a couple
Yeah.
pieces of pizza, something substantial.
Okay.
Be well hydrated. If you take any medications, bring a list with you. We'll go over those. And then bring a photo ID. You have to have a photo ID to donate blood. Although I've never heard of anyone trying to impersonate a blood donor.
Yeah. That's true. I would have guessed that don't happen very often.
No, probably not. The FDA says we have to verify you are who you say you are, and it is a medical record. So your blood type's associated with it, and you get a donor ID when you register with us. That number stays the same, but each time you come in to donate blood, your unit number changes.
Okay, gotcha. So not only can you come here to your office in Owensboro, Kentucky,
Right.
you also have the blood mobile?
We do. We have one blood mobile. There's a 5-bed. We actually utilize 4 of them with 2 screening booths, and it is able to. It travels across many counties in Western Kentucky. We have another one on the way, so we're soon to have 2.
Wow.
Excited about that.
Yeah.
We also have an indoor setup. So if you maybe don't have a place to park the blood mobile and you would rather have us come inside your facility, we can do that as well. We have a sub-center in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. That center services Christian County, Caldwell County, Crittenden County, Lyon, and Trigg County. And our Owensboro Center services Hancock, McLean, Ohio, Breckenridge, Davis,
Golly.
and McLean.
So, Western Kentucky, you mean it.
Right.
Western Kentucky, that's a lot
That's
of
a lot.
coverage.
That's a lot.
You know, I knew about your location here in Owensboro. I knew about the blood mobile that can go out to different sites. I didn't really realize about your pop-up, so to speak, that you can bring into a business or into other locations. So if somebody's having an event but maybe don't have the room for the bus,
Right.
you all could go in and set up there.
One example that I like to use are a lot of churches have a really nice fellowship hall, and they really do want it to be fellowship.
Right.
On the blood mobile, it's kind of hard to do that because there's not a lot of extra room on there. It's all business when you're on the blood mobile. But at a church that has a fellowship hall, we can bring the beds in and set up on one end, and they can truly have fellowship on the other end. It's much more social.
Yeah.
So that's a good
Gotcha.
example. If you're in good health, one of the best things that you can do for your community is to share that with someone else who may not be.
Right.
One of the safest and simplest things that you can do is to invest a little bit of your time and donate blood.
I really appreciate you reaching out to Volunteer Owensboro and the Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame Museum to kick off your what is it called again? The
Bluegrass and Bigfoot and Banjos.
Bigfoot and Banjos campaign for the summer. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
All right, up next we have RSVP Senior Corps. That is, if you're 55 or older, they will hook you up and help you to find places to volunteer all over the community. Great organization doing great things. Check it out.
All right, so Heather, here we are in your office, RSVP. There's going to be some people out there that don't understand exactly what RSVP is, and I don't fully understand it myself. So why don't you tell us about RSVP?
Sure, and thanks for coming, Randy. So RSVP stands for Retired Senior Volunteer Program, and we work through AmeriCorps Seniors, which is also through Audubon Area Community Services. And the Retired Senior Program is individuals who are 55 and older who want to serve in the community in some sense. And so my program helps match them with organizations so that they can use their life skills to help serve the community.
Yes, and through Volunteer Owensboro, you and I have been working recently to team up some of your senior volunteers. For instance, we have some of them out at Dream Riders of Kentucky right now, right?
Yes, we just started, and in fact, I just spoke with Sandy this morning, and so we're really excited to team up with them. She has a lot of programs out there that's really exciting, and so I have already spoken with some of our volunteers who have shown interest in that program. So that's going to be a good partnership.
Oh, absolutely, and I think it's wonderful that your organization, that you exist, and I'll tell you the reason why. Me coming from the Volunteer Owensboro aspect of it, you know, it's like we all know we have a great community full of great people, right? Yes. There's no doubt about that. I love Owensboro, Davis County. We all know we have lots of great nonprofit organizations that need volunteers. What we've come to find out, Wayne behind the camera there, and I've been at this for a long time. What we've come to find out is sometimes people are a little bit intimidated to go in by themselves without somebody leading them or going with them or something like that. So it seems like to me this program is perfect for them to be able to sit down with you and you explain, hey, this is what's being needed. Hey, you're going to go out with some friends, probably,
yes,
because
absolutely.
I bet a lot of those are friends.
Yes, and that is how we get a lot of our volunteers, because they have friends who are already volunteering in the different stations around town. And we work very closely with every organization, making sure that the volunteers feel like they're in a good place where they are able to serve their community using skills that they've learned throughout their lives, and it also benefits the station that they're at.
Well, I got to tell you, I've loved being able to connect with you lately to do these things, and now that's just an extra thing. I know from Volunteer Owensboro standpoint, when I have somebody reach out to us saying, hey, we're needing volunteers, you're going to be one of the first people that I call.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. But yes, it has been a really good connection there, and you've actually have informed me on organizations that I did not realize was in the community, so that those are people I can contact to see if our volunteers could come out to them.
Yeah, you know, us all working together, that's what it's about, you know.
Yes.
Everybody learning what everybody else is doing. And I want to circle back around. I want to talk about the well-being of these seniors that volunteer. So say some of them, a lot of them I would say, you know, are retired. Some of them they have skills, like you said, and some of them, if they didn't have things to do, maybe might decline sitting around at home and not being active, both mentally and physically.
Yes,
So-
absolutely.
So your program, helping these seniors get connected to volunteering, is a good thing. Tell us about that.
Oh yes, absolutely. And there's been studies out there done where, especially for our senior community, if they get out and volunteer, it shows that it improves their mental and their physical health. It builds their confidence up because they're out there in the community providing services, feeling good about what they're doing and feeling like they're a part of a community. The benefits are just so many. The confidence it builds in them and their self-esteem is a big one, because a lot of times our volunteers, because they're seniors, they may be widows, or they may, you know, just be, their families are grown and left the house and they're busy, and it gives them something to look forward to each day, that they go and volunteer and they are building relationships with other people in the community.
Yes. So socially it's good, mentally it's good, physically it's good, keeping them active. Everything about it is good. Well, tell us, like, are you looking for senior volunteers? Are you looking for people to sign up?
We are always looking for people to sign up, both with my program and also with the other programs that work through our offices, AmeriCorps Seniors. We have a foster grandparent program as well as a senior companion program, and we're always looking to recruit volunteers. There's always a place for someone.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Heather, for everything that you all are doing. Again, you're benefiting not only the nonprofits and the volunteering needs, but you're benefiting these seniors that need that. We all know, I believe we're all called, it's part of our DNA is to serve others, to volunteer, to do good for somebody else. So when we're doing that, I mean, we're fulfilling that hole, so to speak, in our hearts that we need to be filled, you know, when we serve other people. So I just think it's a great thing. It's what y'all are doing, you know.
Thank you, and I agree with what you just said. So. Well, I appreciate you coming out
Yeah.
and talking to us about our program.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Heather. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for watching Project Volunteer. We hope you were educated and inspired yourself. Hey, listen, get out, volunteer in the community, go make a difference. Every one of us can make a difference, no matter what your calling is. God gives us all the spirit to serve others, and we really need to go out and do that to make a difference in our lives and to fulfill that hole in us as well. So get out there and make a difference. And we're going to end this episode a little differently than we've ever ended any other episode. And we're going to let you enjoy some of the bloopers from the past seasons. Enjoy. Thanks again for watching.
Hi there. Hey, I'm Teresa with Empty Bowls, and can I put up a flyer?
Absolutely, just put it in the window.
Alrighty, about right there.
And while you're here, I'd like to present you with this, dang it, said, bye. I'm not an actor.
It's okay. Let's keep rolling. Keep it rolling, Brian.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, have I already gone through the door?
Yeah, just start there.
During this next segment, we're going to introduce you to the Senior Community Center. On this next segment, we're going to on this next, I can't even talk. Go ahead. Okay, we're just going to.
She got 6. Oh, did you knock out Dan?
Hey, no, it was
I guess I did.
No, it was green, wasn't it?
This was blue.
Oh,
Sorry, Dan.
dang.
Blue. All right, go home. Go big or go home.
Okay.
That's right. You get to go again.
Get the
Oh,
magic
you always
touch.
get 6 and 1s. I think, Lisa, you practice this when people aren't around you.
If you have 6, you can't go, if you
I think it's a certain way.
If you can't go
touch
6,
it.
you get in home, you've gotta stay and get one out.
Okay.
You gotta get one out, and then you
Well,
roll
get
again.
this one out.
Okay, she got one out. You know the rules
Or you
well.
can't have both of them out. You gotta go 6 and 1, you gotta go,
Are you okay, Lisa? It's
Yeah,
all
I'm about to go nuts.
you just gotta move the one that's in the hole, in the start.
Okay, I'll move this one.
She's a
You're
girl in
not
trouble.
supposed to. That's the start.
Wait, why is someone hanging right up there? You're not even on the spot.
That's kind of the story of my life.
You're on start, move the one.
Do you think that the game
Or you can get one in.
Let's quit, it's getting
It's a rat.
Another game.
Okay, everybody's shaking, make a friendly game of trouble, right? We're all friends here, right? Well, Teresa,
Yes, Randy.
here we are doing another episode on, let's start that over.
Yeah, a lot of people are out here just thinking about, I'm about to sneeze, I'm sorry.
That's okay,
Gosh,
go ahead.
All right.
Do a little dance.
people making fun of him. Oh.
No, stop it. Well, it's so funny because we'll do it for 30 minutes, but he knows if I say we're done and I sit down, he comes to lay his head on my shoulder. And he'll sit there and let me talk to him for an hour. I want to do it right now. Randy? Hey, come here. All right, we're done. Hey, we're done. No, we're done. He said, no, you ain't. Come here, Teresa.
You're not gonna hurt you.
Hey, oh, yeah. Hey, Randy.
Come on, we're done. Come on.
We're done. Come here. No, come here. Come here, we're done. Give me a hug. Come here, we're done. Give me a hug.
Well, these cookies are really tempting, and anyone would want to try and grab one at any given moment when they...
Really, Randy? Really?
They're good.
Good? They passed the test?
You never know what he's going to do.
I know it.
Yeah, okay. And, yeah. Okay, there you go.
I'm hungry,
And
Randy.
me too, I'm starving.
Woo!
I only got one.
I've got a lot.
Y'all wasn't gonna share with me.
Oh, these are...
Okay, so.
good.
Hey, thanks again for watching. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll get a cookie like one of them, okay? Y'all have a good day. Wave, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Gosh. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Bless this food. Thank
All
you,
right.
Lord, for this food, for this beautiful day, and for these awesome people. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
All right, let's dig in.
Oh. The money bite.
That's right.
I was going to let you do that.
Perfect. Good job.
The money.
That's fun. We'll do it again.
Okay.
I always like a couple takes.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Project Volunteer. I'm your host, Randy Lanham, and this is not Teresa Rowe.
No.
No, not even close. Sorry, buddy. But this is my buddy, Chris Johnson. We are here at the Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame and Museum in downtown Owensboro, the
Bluegrass music capital of the world, of course.
And we are going to be learning about this wonderful place, all the volunteering opportunities. Not only here, we're going to go a little south down to Rosine, Kentucky, and learn about the Bill Monroe Museum, the Bill Monroe Home Place. So today is Bluegrass Day.
Nice.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in. See, that was even better, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're gonna have to teach Teresa how to play music. That may be where she draws the line.
Yeah.
It's okay. At least we're trying, correct? I'm bending the nail. I don't think so. I mean, are you supposed to straighten them up once they're... Mine aren't even down. My hat keeps falling.